Hey guys, so today I have a lot of kind of just like chores to do in the garden. Um, I have to apply my liquid fertilizer. I'm also going to be planting some potatoes today, and I'm also probably going to be pulling weeds. That's a constant job that needs to be done in the garden. So these are all of my tomatoes that I transplanted from the other video. And then I have a couple of things that I started that I've set outside. We did get some high winds yesterday. I'm probably gonna get some more today. But they did pretty good with the winds yesterday. So I'm probably going to leave them out again, unless it gets too crazy. But the quicker you can get them to adjust to the garden conditions, the better off they'll be, because it definitely gets windy out here a lot. So they're off to a good start. Okay, so I bought some seed potatoes from Lowe's. They have some runners already starting. I've never bought seed potatoes that look like this. But also I've never had seed potatoes that grown. So we'll see what these do. And then I also have store-bought potatoes that I chitted myself, which basically you cut up pieces with sprouts on it to plant so that you have more potato plants. So I have had success with planting store-bought potatoes, and I haven't really had success with planting seed potatoes. So we're gonna see how these do this year. I have a Yukon Gold and then a red. Okay, so I'm here in the bed that I'm gonna be planting the potatoes in. I'm probably just gonna do a row of each. And then in the bed right next to it, I have potatoes that are already starting to come up. Kobe, go back. We have a loose rogue dog. Give me a second. All right, so I got everything all set up. Just kind of giving you a look at how the spacing is on all of them. So those varieties, I only had 5. And that's a pretty good spacing for potatoes. These, I didn't really follow the spacing recommendation, but they should be fine. Now, these shoots fell off of my potatoes. I don't really think they will grow, but I'm gonna bury them and see what happens. So the next thing is to start digging holes and getting these all buried. All right, so I got them all planted. And now all I have to do is just water them in. All right, so next on my to-do list is getting weeds out of my walkway. These are very close to seeding, so it's important to get them out before they spread their seeds and create more of a problem. Okay, finished weeding that section. I try to do a little bit of weeding at least once a week just to stay on top of it and not get overwhelmed, because this is a lot of space to get rid of weeds by hand. So once I get everything out, all these little piles of weeds, usually I'll put them into my liquid fertilizer, but I'm noticing a lot of these are very like invasive varieties of weeds that I'm just gonna throw into the compost or the green waste trash bin and have it picked up by waste management. All right, so another task on my to-do list is replanting this celery in this space right here. I seeded it last November, I want to say. And it's starting to come up, but it's a lot of it is like all in one place. So I'm gonna try to see if I can spread it out in this space and give all of the plants a little more space so that they can grow better. Alright, so this is what it looks like after I respaced everything. Now I did have to thin a little bit, which means I did lose some of my seeds, but this is going to be more than enough celery to last, I think, a year for my family. And then now they have more space, so definitely all grow much bigger. So I'm going to get these watered in really well, and hopefully they survive all of the shock I just put them through. Okay, so in my last video, or one of my previous videos, I showed you guys how I make my liquid fertilizer. And I'm going to show you guys how I put it onto my plants. Usually I try to put it in once a week, but now that the plants are starting to grow a lot more, I'm going to start doing it 2 times a week. But let's take a look at. So this one we made just yesterday. I'm going to get actually, I'm going to bring you guys in close. I don't know if you can see that. But the bubbles means that there's activity going on in there. So that's good. Alright. So I used 2 buckets. One with the cheesecloth and then one without. You'll see why in a minute. And then this is what I use to actually water it with. Then I convert it to the other bucket. And then once I get it into this bucket, I pour it into the actual watering can. I just put it on my plant.